Una que te pone. El que no quiera bailar porque traiga una silla. Le damos con dos, kish, kish, qué maravilla. Pa' los que bailan mucho trajimos la camilla. La gente que se queje pasa a la otra ventanilla. Esto pa' que. Pa' que. Esto pa' que.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Chicago Bulls are down 2-3 with the opportunity to prove themselves to the league, their fans, and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal must-win battle against the Bucks. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's been an absolute war out there. Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6, right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got De'Aaron Fox. Jones is out there with Steven Adams. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, we've got Edey. Harper is out there with Tyler Hero. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Look at the Bucks. Up 3-2 at home. They couldn't have put themselves, Greg, in a better position against a very difficult team.
And this, Kevin, is the type of game, if you let it slip away, it is going to haunt you forever. You don't want to go on the road for a Game 7. You've got to take care of business here tonight.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Shot clock at 5. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020. LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Jones kicks to George. The 3. Traps in the tray.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. And it's in there.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Here's Edey. To the middle. Here's Giannis. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy. What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
Out left to the wing. Back to Giannis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And George kicks to Jones. Over to the wing. Here's Adams. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Harper. Fires for 3. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Bulls checked in.
Substitution. Number 11.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. defended by George. That one goes. Counted. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Fox. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Giannis. And a wide open look for Hero. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Hero's got his second bucket of the night. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Fox. Edey with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
That'll be a 5-second call. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Hero. 6 points for him. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the shot is good from Johnson. 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. The drive by Ball. Milwaukee with the rebound. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Now Johnson. After the missed 3 from Andre Drummond. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hero from long range. And Ball pulls it down. Here's Man. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Fires the 3. That shot is off. He can't get it to go. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bulls lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Bucks trail by 5. They've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bryant. Johnson is out there with Jeremy Sohan. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 4-point game. And Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. All always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Man finds Jones. They get it back. Good work there as it goes.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Johnson, a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
They get it again. Drummond. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Steps back. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's Giannis pulling it down.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Edey's checked in for the Bucks. Harper comes in for Bryant. Wood, he's checked in for Chicago. LaMelo Ball comes in for Lonzo Ball. Inside. And Johnson with the stop.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Man passes to Wood. Here's George. Wood a screen on Johnson. And here's George for three. And he's good on the three ball. George has got his second bucket.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. So for the Bulls, Andre Drummond's checked in for Wood. Kevin Huerter comes in for George. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Trey Mann.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Right side hero. Baseline J on the way. The kick out to Harper. Fires the three. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Pass to Antetokounmpo over Drummond. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Into the lane. Huerter, no good. Harper against Fox. Now, Antetokounmpo.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw good. Giannis. Chicago making a switch here. Woods checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
There's Ball with the three. Edey with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. To the inside. Hero. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Well, you got to love the finger roll. Always looks so smooth.
Outside, Hero. Antetokounmpo against Jones. Antetokounmpo catch to Hero. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, what you have to love about Hero is how confident he is. Some of the shots he takes and makes demonstrate that to a T.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. And then for Chicago, Steven Adams comes in for Christian Wood. And Georgia subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Here's Jones. The kick out to Fox. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. Fox has got 9 points.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls out front. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Billy Donovan. Overall, strong first half. What did you like about your team?
Well, I thought we got good offensive possessions. We took care of the ball. We scored in the paint. We made some shots. And then I think our defense allowed us to get out on the break some.
We'll see.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hey, folks, they've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Bucks. With a chance to close out the series at home, you know they're feeling the pressure in this one, Kenny.
Yeah, if they can't get it done in 6, Game 7 will not be in their favor. This is their best chance.
A rowdy hometown crowd, if they can't close a deal, they do not deserve to even advance to the next round.
Big fella laying down the gauntlet. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Steven Adams is out there with Jones. Then it's George, and it's Fox, and it's Ball in at the 1.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
Here's Giannis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. That free throw missing.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
The Bulls leading. Ball with it. He's got 13. The layup off target. Knocks it loose. Fox with the steal. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. And it's Fox with the jam.
And Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Hero. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Giannis. Takes the 13-footer. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that
range. The Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And that one falls for Jones. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Defended by George. Pass to Edey. Back to Giannis. Shoots a 3. He gets hauled in by Paul George.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Sinks that one from the post. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Pass to Hero. Chicago grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ball no good. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Giannis. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in the game. Outside, Jones. Jones sets the pick for George. Back to Jones. Here's the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside, Hero. Pass to Edey. That's in the short one. And now just a 2-point Bulls lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And the Bucks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Bulls checked in. Here's Ball. Good on the bucket. He's got 15.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Outside, Hero. Shoots over Ball. And too long on the shot. Bulls leading by 4. The kick out to Fox. Pass to Ball. Tries the spin move. There's Ball with the 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Outside Harper. And here is Hero. Johnson outside. Pocket 6. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Johnson outside. Pass to Bryant. Hero with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over ball. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Now Fox. Outside, George. And so it's Chicago in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Antetokounmpo out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Bryant. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Back to Ball. From downtown. Drills it from outside. Ball's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Chicago. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Giannis. Oh, Antetokounmpo! Explosive on the drive.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Basket counts. Ball's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
That one goes in.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Mann. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Giannis. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And you can see the growing confidence that Giannis has in that mid-range.
And Drummond kicks to Herter. Hits it from 3-point range. Herter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Mann. Outside, Jones. Misses the 3.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Outside, Bryant. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Herter. Misses off the left iron. Chicago leading by 13. Mann passes the ball. Kicks it out to Jones. Mann in the corner. For the 3. He's off on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Down low. Up and in on the way.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So for the Bulls, Adams, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Paul George comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Fox in for Trey Mann. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Ball hits them both. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Outside Harper. Loads it up for the setup and the slam by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop blocks. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And here's George for three. Second chance effort. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 9. 1:31 left in the game. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And look now how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Here's Hero. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Bulls leading by 6. Left side, ball. Adams dishes to Jones. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
.105 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Here's Ball. Off target at the rim. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
It's Fox with the drive. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And there it is for him.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Outside for George. Jones sets the pick for George. Bangs home the trifecta.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
It's stolen by Adams, and so they foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 6. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And good that time. So the Bulls win it. I think, Greg, they played with a little more of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. And a chance now to set. Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.